Hi, everybody. Nice to meet you. I'm Dr. Liu. I'm one of the faculty members that overlook the neurobiology major, and I love to get this chance to share a little bit about our major. We have a selective group of classes. It's just two classes where it's actually exclusive just for neurobiology majors. It's a small group of people. In fall 2024, we're planning on admitting 64 people into our major, and we'll get to know you by name. We'll get to know your personality. It's a really close-knit group of people. And we hope to help you explore research, get you connected when you need help, tell you about events happening related to neuroscience. And one of the keystones of our major is actually this two-course series that's exclusive for neurobiology majors. And let me tell you a little bit about it. This is where we talk about first the molecular cellular neurobiology, and we go from what's happening within a neuron, talking about the ions and channels, going to how these neurons talk to one another, how that communication is plastic and adapts to our needs, and then talk about how we can actually sense things in our environment. And we somewhat end there for when we get to winter break. But then during the winter quarter, when you take the second half of this two-course series, that's when we start talking like, well, what do we do with that sensory information? And how do we actually process it? How do we recognize objects as people or objects as actual items? How do we select goals? How do we tune to particular things, or do we just have general arousal? So lots of really interesting topics. I'm not even able to cover all of them in this really short 5-minute video, but it's a really great opportunity to explore the nervous system together. We use a really great book. It's really clear. All the students really love it. And the really cool thing about the class is that part 2, where you learn more about the behavioral and cognitive neuroscience, is actually taught by the author of our textbook. It's pretty cool. Sometimes you'll come in and ask for an autograph in their textbook afterwards, because you actually get to like meet Dr. Streeter, who actually is the author of our textbook, and it's really well written. We do challenge you. So I teach the first half of the class. This upcoming fall will be co-taught with Yuri Lur, where he's somebody that some people might know because he also teaches N110. And the three of us will be giving this class to you, this two-class series to you. And we do ask you to think. You come in with actually reading the textbook a few pages in advance, and then we are going to like dive really deep. We're going to help you think about the data. It's not just about memorizing things. It's really about how do we apply this and really make sure we understand what it's actually saying to new contexts. So in some ways, people might think it's challenging because it might be a different way that you're thinking about information. But we hope that this is really going to help you really understand the information that you're learning. So you might be wondering, like, what can I do with the neuroscience major? There's so many opportunities, obviously things that prepare you for health careers, but other things you might not be thinking about are things like helping you actually be part of the process of discovering actual genes and actual drugs to help people. It might also be helping to analyze decision-making in an actual company and providing that kind of expertise. Or it could be actually being an attorney. Some of our students become patent attorneys because they actually have the knowledge of what they call hard science, and then that actually sets you up to be a patent attorney. So when you think about like all the things that you've gathered in the past 2 years of your classes at UCI, think about how maybe some of those biological tools that you've learned about over the past years can really be applied to this new frontier. I think neuroscience is one of those topics that everyone is interested in. And so like people are just like interested in learning about what you like, hearing about what you learn about in our classes. So I think it's a really great opportunity to study something really interesting using the biological tools that we've set you up for so far. So I look forward to meeting some of you in the fall. Thanks.